All right, so today we're going to be going over how to do this colligative properties lab. Now, the colligative properties lab is a simulation, and what we're going to be focusing on is in this simulation, we're going to be kind of exploring the impact that dissolving different solutes into this different solvents has on some properties like boiling point and freezing point. And so you will have to go through and do several different experiments, kind of exploring what it looks like when we change our solutes, when we change our solvents, how does that impact our change in our freezing point and our boiling point, right? And then we're going to look at what we call the Van Half factor, or the that Hoff factor, and the impact that those solutes have. So this is going to be a simulation, so it is using this Flash program developed by the University of Oregon. Now, the challenge with it is that it is a Flash program, so you do want to make sure that you can run it as a Flash player, which has been a little bit difficult as a lot of browsers no longer support it. So I will be linking a second video that has the data all collected. But in the meantime, if you are able to run Flash, you can follow this link here. It will go right to their page, and then you can download the Flash file to have it run. We're going to first start off by looking at salt, so sodium chloride. We're going to put 100 grams of that, 5 grams of that in 100 grams of water. And then we're going to go through and we're going to measure its boiling point change. We're going to try that with no solute, 5 grams, 10 grams. Then we're going to try it again, but with freezing point this time, with no solute, 5 grams and 10 grams. And so we're kind of going to go through, and this first page kind of breaks down how you can actually run those experiments. Once we kind of have that, there's going to be some questions that you would answer about that. So sodium chloride is a non-volatile solute, right? What is its impact? So what did you see when it impacted with the boiling point? Decrease, increase, stay the same. And then did the amount impact it? So you make sure you answer both of those questions. For part 2, we're kind of testing out a variety of solvents. And so you can kind of see that our first part of our table, it's that NaCl with the water up here. But then we kind of get into different solvents. And so we want to explore all of those. Some more questions about that. And then towards the end, in part 3, we're going to explore the impact of multiple solutes. And then we're going to practice calculating a Kb, right? So you can see that this first column, it's something that we've already done. It's our water with our sodium chloride. But then we're also going to explore calcium chloride as well as sucrose. Once we get those, we're going to look at finding the molality of something as well as the Van Hoff factor, and then the adjusted molality of the solution after taking into account that. Now, remember that molality is something a little bit different. Molality is the number of moles solute over 1 kilogram of solvent. So it's not 1 liter of solution, it's 1 kilogram of solvent. So you really want to make sure that you remember molality and how it's different from the other ones. Okay, so that's kind of our pre-lab. We're going to go over, and I will start the data video next.